You are standing at the threshold of the unthinkable. Don't trust your eyes, for what you are about to see doesn't seem to belong to this earth. China hides coordinates where ordinary logic must surrender. The journey begins as we pierce through the mist of floating quartz pillars in Zhangjiajie, where the steel dragon Bailong defies death, soaring past vertical cliffs to reach the very edge of the sky. Leaving the haunting silence, we plunge into the frenzied rage of the great golden Hukou Waterfall. Threading through terrifying death zones, only to stand in awe of ancient houses suspended over the abyss in Wangxian Valley. And finally, crossing all mortal limits to find the brilliant golden palace reigning atop the mystical Laojun Mountain, where the line between reality and illusion completely vanishes. Welcome to unseen China, impossible places and wonders that don't seem real in China. Do you have the courage to step into these dangerous and enchanting coordinates? Hold your breath as we traverse vertical cliffs thousands of meters high, where every step is a gamble with destiny. Are you ready to have your mind completely warped? Don't blink, for this grandeur could vanish behind the clouds at any moment. Let this insane journey begin right now. Zhangjiajie, the floating Pandora and the steel dragon of the abyss. Our first stop will hurl you onto another planet where gravity feels like a total lie. Welcome to the real-life Pandora, where giant quartz pillars pierce the clouds like the forgotten swords of God. Thousands of these towering limestone pillars have endured millions of years of brutal geological shifts. Amidst that dreamscape, a massive steel dragon clings to the vertical cliff, the Bailong Elevator. This is the world's tallest outdoor elevator, a bold and arrogant feat of human engineering. Imagine stepping into a fragile glass cabin, suspended over a yawning abyss. As the doors close, you begin a journey that challenges every limit of your nerves. The cabin streaks up 1,070 feet in a heartbeat, so fast it'll make your ears pop. Your heart will tighten as the ground recedes and an entire stone valley opens right beneath your feet. Every foot you rise, you're forced to confront humanity's most primal fear. At the summit, the mist makes the peaks appear to float freely in mid-air. You'll stand on a glass bridge stretched across a whistling sky, where every step vibrates with tension. Beneath you is a void hundreds of meters deep. No exit, no mercy. Your eyes will be drawn to the dark ravines, hiding secrets that have never been unearthed. hear the eagle's cry echoing through these haunting cliffs? That is the sound of the wild, a place where humans are just tiny, temporary guests. Zhangjiajie is no place for the faint of heart or the easily shaken. Every mountain here possesses its own soul, silently waiting to test your courage. Thick fog can swallow everything in seconds, leaving you completely disoriented. But it's within that haze that the planet's surreal beauty truly reveals itself. A world you thought only existed in movies is now standing right before you, imposing and threatening. The fusion of Bailong's cold steel and Zhangjiajie's ancient stone creates a one-of-a-kind spectacle. Don't look away, because every angle here is a piece of an impossible masterpiece. Take a deep breath and oxygenate before we drop into another death zone. Because just ahead, the roar of a water monster is waiting to swallow you whole. Hukou Waterfalls, the frenzied rage of the golden dragons. Leaving the silent stone pillars, let's plunge into the fiercest and most brutal fury of water. Can you hear the sky-shattering thunder right beneath your feet, despite the clear blue sky? That is the angry, heavy breathing of the legendary Yellow River as it storms through Hukou. This isn't some poetic waterfall, this is a massacre of silt and raw muscle. Where the Great Mother River is ruthlessly squeezed into a narrow gorge only dozens of meters wide. That pressure creates a massive death zone, where the current is fast enough to crush anything. The water surges down, like tens of thousands of golden dragons screaming and thrashing in a frenzy. The signature golden silt makes the falls look like a river of boiling lava. This destructive power is enough to swallow any creature that dares to get close to the edge. Standing near the fragile rock edge, you'll feel your entire body vibrate to the rhythm of the terrifying falls. Thick mist rises, creating clouds of water dust that completely obscure your vision. The roar echoes for miles, drowning out any attempt at human communication. This is where nature puts its primal brutality on full display, with zero restraint. Sunlight hitting the spray occasionally creates fleeting rainbows against the murky falls. But don't let that fleeting beauty fool you. The water below is a lethal trap. Locals call this the kettle spout, where water is boiled by the fury of the terrain. Every second, thousands of cubic meters of water crash down, generating enough energy to shake the earth. You'll feel as small as a grain of sand in the middle of the Mother River's hurricane. The surrounding air is filled with only the sound of destruction and the heavy scent of eroded earth. Your heart will race, and your survival instinct will scream at you to back away from the edge. It's a violent beauty that leaves you trembling and breathless in sheer amazement. Let this roar wash away all weakness, for the journey ahead is even more taxing. We leave the aggressive waters behind to find houses suspended in the middle of nowhere. Wangxian Valley, an impossible village clinging to the death cliffs. Having escaped the golden flood, let me lead you to a miracle hanging on a perilous cliffside. Look at that cliff wall rising like a fortress. Do you see anything unusual? Ancient wooden houses cling to the rock face like a fierce and resilient parasite. This is Wangxian Valley, where humans defy the laws of physics and the limits of fear. Do you dare step onto wooden corridors less than a meter wide, dangling over the abyss? Every wooden step rattles under your reckless footsteps right at the edge of the void. Wind blasts up from the valley, carrying the chill of crevices that never see the sun. Here, one slip isn't just an accident, it's a permanent disappearance into nothingness. These houses were built by carving deep into the stone, creating an impossible architecture. Every morning, residents here wake up to a blanket of white clouds right at their doorstep. It feels like living on the border between the mortal world and a haunting fairy realm. At night, thousands of lanterns light up the dark cliffside, beautiful yet terrifying. The shimmering lights reflect off the stone, creating a breathtakingly surreal masterpiece. you'll think you've strayed into a Zhangjiajie movie, where ghosts and gods are separated by a thread. The sound of the creek, hundreds of meters below, echoes up like the whispers of the stones. The air is thick with ancient moss and the cold dampness of mountain spirits. Every brick and piece of wood here carries a story of brutal survival. Wangxian Valley isn't just a place, it's a symbol of the unyielding human will. Winding paths lead you deep into the heart of the mountain, where darkness is always lurking. Watch out for slippery paths where the mist has settled after a long night. The silence here is so deep, you can sometimes hear your own heartbeat. Are you ready to leave this perilous paradise for the final summit? Save your final breath, for we are about to climb to where the clouds meet the earth. A golden heaven awaits you at the highest peak of your dreams. Laojun Mountain, the golden celestial palace at the edge of heaven. Crossing the enchanting cliffs, it's time to seek final salvation atop the sublime high clouds. Are you truly ready to take the leap into the very heavens atop the legendary Laojun Mountain? Brilliant golden shrines appear amidst the mist like a mirage, reigning proudly atop jagged stone peaks. At over 6,500 feet, your breath will catch before the mercilessly grand scale of creation. Gilded bronze palaces cling to the stone as if they grew from the very core of this sacred mountain. Sunset falls, dyeing the endless sea of clouds red, hiding the bottomless pits right beneath your feet. When winter arrives, the entire peak turns into a frozen kingdom, gorgeous but incredibly brutal. The trails clinging to the mountain are so narrow you'll have to hold your breath with every single step. This is where the line between reality and illusion vanishes, and humans become transient and tiny. Every gust of wind across the peak carries the sanctity of thousands of years of glorious Taoist history. You'll feel like you're standing on top of the world, where all earthly troubles are washed away by the clouds. But remember, this peace is wrapped in abysses, where danger is always lying in wait. The jagged peaks are like the fingers of the earth, desperately trying to touch the distant heavens. Golden light from the temples pierces the thick clouds, creating a breathtakingly otherworldly scene. This is the place where your soul will be completely warped by grandeur that words cannot describe. Every gilded tile on the palace roofs glistens in the sun like the scales of an ancient dragon. Standing here, you can see the finitude of human life against the eternity of stone and mist. The thin, cold air will remind you that you are standing in a place reserved for the gods. The sound of temple bells echoing in the wind creates a hauntingly spiritual frequency. You'll find that fear is gone, replaced only by extreme reverence for the majestic nature. Laojun Mountain is not just a location, it is the ultimate edge of the reality we have always known. Hold on to this moment, for this is when you find your true self amidst 1,000 years of silence. If your heart trembled at this grandeur, hit like and subscribe to Vagarious Travel to continue venturing into impossible journeys. Thank you for bravely joining me among the haunting peaks and abysses of unseen China. See you again at another unthinkable and insane coordinate on this miraculous blue planet.